Okay, I've got the notice that is streaming on YouTube, Thais. Good job. Everybody in that wants to come in at this point?
Ms. Anastasia, thank you for coming. If you'll stand by until your agenda item comes up, it's towards the end of the agenda. So if you'll just stand by, the judge will call your matter when it's time.
Yes, ma'am, that's fine.
We usually go ahead and ask anybody that's not directly participating at the time to mute, just to avoid issues. So you'll mute, and then when we call you, we'll get you live.
Okay, I'm gonna mute now.
Thank you very much. Okay, if nobody else is in the waiting room, I will call the meeting to order. This is the August meeting of the Judicial Branch Certification Commission. It is Friday, August the 6th, 2021. I have 10:06 a.m. and we are here by Zoom platform video conferencing, and it is being broadcast live on YouTube. So at this point, I'll call the meeting to order and ask Ms. Hendricks to do the roll call, please.
Judge Sid Harrell,
Here.
Judge William Souter, Judge Polly Spencer,
Here.
Judge Victor Villarreal, Judge Glenn Harrison,
Here.
Velma Ariano,
Present.
Don Ford,
Here.
Mark Blunden, he's on. He's just muted.
Is muted.
Mr. Blenden's here.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you.
Mr. Blunden. Anne Marie
Sorry.
Moore.
Here.
Staff members present are Michelle Henricks, Scott Gibson, Vina Mohan, Melinda Saucedo, Thais Holcomb, and Rachel Davis. You have a quorum, Judge.
All right, thank you very much. Normally I call somebody ahead of time, but I didn't do it this time. So I'm going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the United States flag, and then I'll ask Judge Harrison to lead us in the pledge to the Texas flag, if you don't mind, sir.
Yes, sir.
If everyone would please join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag,
The flag,
United States
of
of
the
America,
States of America,
to the
to
republic,
the republic,
which stands
which
one nation,
nation,
under God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty
with liberty and justice
for all.
for all.
And
Judge,
now the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag.
honor.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas,
One
state, under God,
under God.
One
and indivisible.
Thank you, sir. Welcome, everyone. Again, my name is Sid Harrell. I'm the chair of the commission. Our director is taking some well-deserved time off today. Michelle Hendricks will be covering for him. So we will not be having the Regulatory Services Division report. We're going to wait for the next meeting. Is that right, Michelle?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Did everybody get a copy of the JBCC meeting minutes from May 7th?
Yeah.
Do we have any motions in that regard?
I move to approve the minutes of the prior JBCC meeting.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, no further discussion. Then all in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. Michelle, could I ask you to address Roman numeral 5 for us, please?
Yes, Judge, I'll be happy to. Good morning, Judge Harrell, members of the commission. Agenda item number 5 is just to update the commission on the influx of complaints that staff has experienced over the last few months. We currently have 18 Guardian complaints and 5 process server complaints with notices of violations in process. And due to the high volume, These matters will be before the commission on November 5th. We're not noticed in this meeting to discuss the matters in any detail, but I can share some information with you about the November 5th meeting, because these complaints were filed, the guardian complaints were filed against the same guardian and the program. For ease of review, they'll be presented in complaint pairs. The complaints will be 9 complaint pairs, one against the guardian with the identical complaint against the program. And that's for the ease of the commission in reviewing the complaints. In addition, we also have 5 process server notices of violation in process. So all total, that's about 23 notices of violation that staff has been working with. And if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them within the limits of the agenda.
And so let me just ask a couple quick questions. So are we planning to meet in person in November? Is that the idea?
We would like to, that's what we're striving for. We had hoped to meet in person today, but with the situation with the pandemic, we just decided to do a Zoom meeting.
And so I presume, given the volume of complaints you're talking about, that whether we're by Zoom or we're in person, we should plan to be there for quite some time, as it sounds like.
Well, we hope not. We don't know what other matters, might present themselves for that agenda. But certainly we do want to get through these guardianship complaints.
Okay.
So I would think maybe 3 hours, hopefully, max.
Okay. So, one of the things that I've been concerned about in the past is when we've had some of these on the guardianship side. I'm talking about guardianships only, but we've had a rep from the committee, but if we've got this many complaints against one guardian in one program, I would certainly be interested in hearing from all of the members of that complaint review committee, as opposed to just one member, if that's a possibility. If you could suggest that to the members of the review committee.
We'll be happy to do that, Mr. Ford.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Michelle? Okay, then we're going to move on to Roman numeral number 6. We have committee and staff recommendations to dismiss complaints. First up are the process server certification in the matter of Raquel Branch, cause number 0216. Ms. Mohan.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, with your permission, may I take up A and B together as they involve the same facts?
Please.
For both cases, the complainant filed a complaint against the respondents, alleging that the respondents allowed, in the Branch case, another process server, Shanita Fobbs, to attempt and possibly complete service on various defendants and reporting it under her name. It was also alleged that the respondent possibly made attempts for Ms. Fobbs. In her interview, the respondent denied completing service or making attempts under Ms. Fobbs' profile, and the same with Ms. Fobbs. She denied all allegations. And in both cases, the complainant did not provide evidence of the service or attempts in support of the allegations. So the committee recommends dismissal of this case, as no evidence to support the violations was presented by the complainant.
Okay, do we have a motion that the complaints be dismissed in accordance with the recommendations of the complaint review committee and the staff?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion's carry. Court reporter certification dismissals in the matter of, and for the record, that That second one was in the matter of Shanita Fobbs, cause number 0217, and the process servers certification that we took up together. So we have now in the matter of Sharon Huck, cause number 0231. Ms. Mohan?
Thank you, Your Honor. The respondent retired in April 2020. Her certification does not expire until July 31st, 2021, which is just passed. On December 18, 2019, the complainant filed a complaint against the respondent alleging that she intentionally withheld and failed to deliver exhibits in a timely manner to the attorney, failed to disclose in writing to all parties or their attorneys upon request an itemization of all rates and charges to all parties or their attorneys, and failed to notify all parties or their attorneys of a request for a transcript in sufficient time for copies to be prepared and delivered. The respondent states that she retired in April of this year and no longer has access to any email sent through her work email. She only reported on some of those dates. She did not withhold exhibits, as her practice is to return exhibits not admitted into evidence. She did file a supplemental record which contained exhibits for the dates that she reported. She no longer has her invoice because it would have been sent through her work email. Regarding her failure to notify all parties or attorneys of a request for a transcript, her procedure was to call the other attorney to let them know a transcript had been requested and produced and the cost for them to have a copy. The committee reviewed the facts, the answer in the complaint, and recommends dismissal of this case.
All right, there's no questions. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
All right, we have a motion to dismiss the complaint in accordance with the recommendations of the review committee and staff. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, no further discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? The motion does carry. You want to take up the next two together, Ms. Mohan, D and E?
Yes, Your Honor. The complainant alleges that the respondent was irresponsible in the performance of duties as a court reporting firm, and that certificates or transcripts were not e-filed and the original transcripts were not sent out to clients. No specific case information was provided. An answer to the complaint was received from the respondent's attorney. And the attorney states deficiencies, if any, were corrected during the time with the assistance of the complainant. Attorneys and their clients have not contacted the firm to complain of any delays. Because there was no evidence to support any violations, the committee recommends that this case be dismissed. And this applies to 0273 and 027.
0269.
Yes, 0269.
And both of those are in the matter of Autry Legal Solutions. Do we have a motion to dismiss in accordance with the recommendation?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? If there's no discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motions carry in both cases. They will be dismissed, both cases. Item number 7, administrative dismissal of complaints, process server certification, A, in the matter of cause number 0369. Ms. Mohan?
Thank you, Your Honor. The complaint was filed against a process server firm, and complaints of this type are not within the commission's jurisdiction. So therefore, we recommend that the committee ratify the commission ratify the administrative dismissal.
All right, do we have a motion in 0369 to ratify the dismissal of the administrative dismissal of the complaint?
So moved. Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion to ratify carries. Court reporter certification, B, in the matter of cause number 0302.
Thank you, Your Honor. The complainant complained about the cost of a transcript, which is outside the jurisdiction of the commission. Therefore, the staff recommends that the commission ratify the administrative dismissal, as it doesn't allege misconduct by the respondent.
All right, do we have a motion to ratify the dismissal?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item C, court reporter certification 0324. Ms. Mohan.
Thank you, Your Honor. In this one, the complainant alleges inaccuracies and omissions in the copy of the record that the court reporter did not respond to his requests, which the court reporter denied. Allegations concerning the inaccuracies and omissions in the record are not within JBC's jurisdiction. Furthermore, there's no evidence besides unsubstantiated claims that the reporter did not respond to the complainant. Therefore, the complaint is dismissed because it does not clearly allege misconduct. Staff recommends that the commission ratify the administrative dismissal in this case.
We have a motion ratifying the dismissal.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Blendon seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. I think we got one more under the court reporter certification 0343.
Yes, Your Honor. The complainant alleges inaccuracies in the record, which is outside the jurisdiction of the commission. Staff recommends that the commission ratify the administrative dismissal in this case.
We have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
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 Ms. Moore seconded. Let's go ahead and if there's no further discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion does carry. One under guardianship certification 0361. Ms. Mohan.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. The complaint alleges discrepancies in awards 2019 to 2020 bank statements, including but not limited to overdrafts of the account. Following staff review, it was determined that the respondent's certification was revoked effective February 25th, 2021 for a period of 10 years. Therefore, the respondent is no longer able to serve as a guardian, and any disciplinary action would not further enhance the protection of the public. Therefore, the staff recommends that the commission ratify this dismissal, administrative dismissal.
All right, do we have such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Moving to Roman numeral 8, the request for reconsideration on the administrative dismissal of complaints, court reporter certification 0258. Ms. Mohan.
Thank you, Your Honor. The complainant alleges that the record in his case consisted of 9 volumes, and the respondent provided partial records to the appellate attorney. Respondent advised that he reported 2 of 8 volumes for the pretrial and arraignment hearings, submitting a copy of his payment request to Dallas County as supporting documentation. Another court reporter reported the jury trial proceedings, and the JBCC provided that information to the complainant. The commission should ratify this administrative dismissal because it does not clearly allege misconduct. And also, court reporters or court reporting firms who are mistakenly identified as a court reporter or court reporting firm of record, those types of cases are outside the jurisdiction of the commission.
All right, so do we have a motion on the reconsideration, on the administrative dismissal of the complaint to deny?
So moved. So moved.
So we have a motion to deny the reconsideration of the administrative dismissal in 0258. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, we have a request for reconsideration on denial of process server application. Item number 9. We will need to go
Okay, just one
into a
moment.
closed session, I believe, on that one. Is that right, Michelle?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And give me one moment, Judge Harrell, while I disconnect the YouTube.
Let me go ahead and read the preliminary, and then you can disconnect.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, and I'll try not to mess it up like last time. I think I've got the right script. It can only be better. It is now 10:26 a.m. on the 6th day of August, 2021. We will now convene in closed session with only commission members, commission staff, and the commission's legal counsel in attendance pursuant to section 7F of the commission's public meetings policy, which does state the commission may conduct a closed meeting to deliberate upon information regarding an applicant for licensure, which would be confidential under law, or the disclosure of which would constitute a clearly unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. Public attendees will go to the waiting room, and the viewing on YouTube will be cut off. The closed session will address agenda item number 9 only, the request for reconsideration on denial of process server application for certification from applicant Freddie Anatasi. All right, go ahead and we can